Time that we have for your Sunday now that we have gotten away from daylight saving time, of course, back to our standard time. That means that sunrise this morning, 7:19, so happened about 30-ish minutes ago, and that new sunset now out of the 6 p.m. hour into the 5 p.m. hour. This is for Eastern, of course, so 5:38 is that new sunset time. However, for areas that are in Central time, well, that of course is more around 4:35, 4:40, I should say. Of course, they're seeing even earlier sunsets than we are here in Eastern. So a big change happening with those sunrise sunset times, of course, as we are now moving back towards standard time for the day today. Our day length just over 10 hours, about 10 hours and 20 minutes for your Sunday, and that's going to continue to decrease until we get into the middle portions of December. Take a look at our next first alerts we're expecting throughout Michiana. Well, sunny end to the weekend. That's for the day today. Good amount of sunshine in the forecast for your Sunday. Our temperatures are trending above average as we get through much of our work week, and then our next rain chance is on Friday. Of course, we're still needing some of that rain here in Michiana. We've been in a deficit for much of the year, so still definitely needing that rain. Unfortunately, not seeing much of it in our 5 to 7 day forecast. Next chancer, as we talked about on Friday. Let's take a look at what we can expect for the rest of our Sunday. Well, as we're getting into now some of those daylight hours, starting to see that sunshine peeking out. A few clouds are around for the morning hours, but we are going to see an abundant amount of sunshine as we get later into the morning, through much of the afternoon and into the evening as well. And then watch as those temperatures rise from some areas right now, seeing the upper 20s into the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. High temperature right around 54 degrees for the day today, which is right about average, what we would normally expect to see this time of year as we're getting into the early portions of November. Taking a look at our wind gusts for the day today, not really being a big factor for your Sunday. We're seeing some of those gusts in those peak afternoon hours up around 15 miles per hour, shifting from the south out of the southwest, but a little bit breezy is what you can expect for your Monday as we get into those morning hours, which normally we see those peak wind gusts in the afternoon. Well, that's not the case for Monday. Early morning hours into the afternoon, that's when you can expect some breezy conditions to be around 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts are expected for your Monday. We do then see those start to go back down Tuesday, Wednesday, through much of your work and your school week. A look at the high temperatures, though, Monday through Friday. Starting out on Monday, temperatures starting to warm up compared to what they will be today, into the mid-upper 50s Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, likely the warmest day of the week in our forecast, where some of those highs possibly throughout Michiana are into the lower 60s, which is, of course, about 10 degrees above what we normally expect to see this time of year. A quick dip down on Thursday before possibility back around 60 degrees for your Friday. Take a look at our next rain chances over the next 7 days. As we talked about, we've been in a rain deficit here in Michiana, and unfortunately, well, we're not seeing too much rain in the forecast as we continue through our work week. Friday is that next chance of rain, 30% there. And again, unfortunately, we're watching pretty closely Saturday, which is a Notre Dame home game against Navy. 40% chance of rain. Obviously, something we're really focused on here in First Alert Weather is seeing when and how long that rain's going to be around for Notre Dame home game, Meredith.
Yeah, of course.